on my screen too.
Yo,
What's up, man? What's up, man? Tell Steph Curry he could slow that rehab down. It's no need. It's no need. It's over, Warriors. I can't say that I take pleasure in watching their demise, but I take pleasure in watching the Timberwolves beat up on the Warriors.
hey man, Timberwolves.
I'm petty. Oh well, I don't care. Anyway,
It's okay.
I,
It's okay. Hey,
my
this,
dreaming, huh?
this is called fans, facts, and feelings, bro. You and your feelings.
Oh, it's a fact that they losing. What do you mean?
Hey, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
Nah, I don't. Apparently, the Warriors don't know what they're doing either.
Hey,
'Cause, it's over with for them.
it's over. It's
It's
over.
over with for them, and 4-1 is nasty work. Um, yeah,
You you kill the head, you kill the body, brother. I mean, he got injured. It was over. I mean, it wasn't nothing that was gonna take place from there.
because the Rockets ran them like a damn dog. I mean, we can call it what it is. I mean, you could say that he got hurt versus Minnesota, but I feel like he was already injured. Rockets ran him like a dog.
They took him to 7, and with a team like that, it's kind of
He didn't do anything in Game 7 either.
yeah, veterans like Draymond and him. That I think that they can keep the franchise, but I think that those two and that Warriors thing, that's pretty much over, bro. Like that ship's been rode, bro.
Plus, with all this new young talent the NBA has been infused with,
Woo!
it's tough, man. We had the draft lottery the other day. We're gonna get into that. Let's wrap up this playoff.
Just playoffs, bro. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, as we said with the Denny, they are who we thought they were. And when I say that, we talking about literally the OKC being the number 1 seed and literally like trying to get over that hump and dealing with the Nuggets. I mean, bro, like I can say that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was runner-up last year, rightfully, wrongfully, but I think he's taking that personal when he looks at Joker and when they played him, because he's, even though Joker's had the numbers, he's had the clutch plays in the last 2 games that win it for OKC. I mean,
it just seemed like nobody shows up for Joker. I feel like that. I feel like Joker feel like the guy right now that you had a group project and you worked hard on it and
and nobody came to help.
you got to stand up in front of the whole class and be like, "I'm gonna carry the team,"
That's some
but it's just
bull.
not enough. It's
Hey,
not enough.
that's not enough. Listen, bro, I'm telling you. The commentator said it the other day. It was like, dog, forget, bro, DeAndre Jordan. You need to either get out of there or like get somebody in there that can be a backup center. This dude don't have nothing, and he runs out of gas. I mean, dude, come on, bro. That's not fair for Joker to not get a legit.
He's like, what more do you want from me?
Right.
What else do I gotta do?
I mean,
He out there airing up the basketballs and wiping down the court. Like he doing everything for the franchise.
everything. I told you, he's the janitor. He's the freaking Uber driver. He does everything. I'm telling you. Do you know why OKC is my favorite to win it? Them or the Pacers. Them or the Pacers are my favorites to win it and to be in the finals. Even if I feel like it's going to represent the East and the West, because of this early, before it even happens, is I've said this with the Lakers. I've said this with your Rockets. You have to trust your bench and play that DEPTH, bro. Like, I don't understand why these coaches feel like that they have to shorten it. This ain't March Madness, bro. This ain't. I get it in March Madness because you one game and you done. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna get who you get out of that, and I understand that on that level. But in the playoffs, where it's 7 games, bro, and you see OKC throwing 8, 9, 10 players out there. Timberwolves, I'm sorry, excuse me, them too. They throw 7 to 8, 9, 10 out there too.
Hey, but hear that. Well, even more than that, it's not like they just throwing different players out there. They're throwing different matchup sets at you. So you have to prepare for these different matchup sets. And so you can't taking up your little practice time you got, little time you got to you got to go over all of this stuff, film everything.
Right. Yeah.
It's like the offense in football. It's like the team that runs a whole bunch of offensive formations. You got to prepare for all of them.
You got to prepare for them. You because if you don't, whether they're gonna do it or not, you're gonna get caught slipping during the game. So exactly. So yeah, again tonight, a prime example. The New York Knicks was not ready for Kornet. They wasn't ready for a big man. He had 7, 8 blocks. He had a respectable double. Like that's what I'm saying. Adjustments and subbing. That matters.
You've seen a team in a 7-game series. It's a lot of different things that can happen. I mean,
absolutely, absolutely,
and
that's where I feel like the Udokas, even though he went to the finals with the Celtics, and I feel like with the Rockets, he didn't make proper adjustments. He kept Adams in there too long. Adams was plus minus up into every game until that game. They decided to go Looney, and they're big, and Draymond, and they matched it. And he lost the game 7, not solely to that, but that contributed to it. Same thing with JJ, not playing a big to let Rudy have the game of his life. Like, we're not going to go back on that, but I'm just saying it's to now.
And the reason why we lost, we stagnant offensively. Same reason why the U of H Cougars lost. I mean, just nothing happened offensively.
Is that an H-Town basketball program thing at this point? Listen, I knew you weren't going to take everyone lightly. I knew you weren't. Don't be in your feelings, because it might be a fact. Hey, H-Town basketball is slow down.
So we got the Timberwolves, and you saying OKC. You saying Joker can't get enough help to make it work.
Well, in that series, I think he hasn't been, bro. He hasn't been, and that's been the thing. And whether it's been injuries, I contributed to Jamal Murray not playing efficient and being undersized, and him not having any help. Bron he's not off the hook. Bron ain't really did too much, but that's not his job. But at the same time, it is his job, because there's no Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and he put in numbers. So you have to do that. He hasn't. Porter's hurt, but he had a really good game the other day. So I don't know. It's Gordon. It's Joker, Gordon, then Murray, and it's supposed to be Joker, Murray, then Gordon. And I think that's your problem. When Murray steps up, then they'll have a shot. But if he don't step up, then the Nuggets are going Cancun, my boy.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then we got. I mean, is it safe to say the Celtics are cooked?
No. It's gonna go to 7 possibly. But even if it did, they would run out of gas. I mean, yeah, they're cooked initially, but I'm not saying that they're going to lose at the Gardens here in a day. I mean, because at the end of the day, they made an adjustment and got big. And with them, if they're hitting threes, they can win. If they're not,
I mean, they can get it. If they, do you believe that they get it back to Boston if they got a shot?
I don't think they have a shot to win it in 7, bro. But I feel like they have a shot to take it to 7. Does that make sense?
So you feel like they're gonna lose on their home court?
I think if they went to Game 7, that little pit bull Brunson and that zesty fella will get it done.
Zesty one, Big Purr.
It's Big Cat to you, brother.
Big Purr, the zesty. The zesty. All right, man. Yeah, I mean, essentially, you said they're cooked. So don't try to. I mean, you trying to keep it kosher with somebody on that's from the Celtics or something, man? I feel like you want to say they cooked,
No, I just know that a team that shoots
dancing around it.
they shoot 50, 60 threes. Hell, if they hit 30, 40 of them, they gonna stay alive. If they miss, they going home. That's really it. Jason Tatum or not, that's the
So it
limit.
has nothing to do with anything that New York is going to do. It's just all about whether Boston is
Tom
shut.
Thibodeau, Tom Thibodeau's already showed his poker face, bro. He gonna play the same 7 to 8 people. He ain't gonna go to his bench.
Is this the worst defensive team Tom Thibodeau's ever had?
It's the worst defensive front court.
Talking about the team, man, as a
Look,
team.
hey, we seen this on Instagram where they doing that when they get.
Ooh, yeah, man. I'm not even gonna touch on that, man. That man can do whatever he want to do.
That's his business.
It's his business. I don't care. I really don't care. But in our community, you're gonna get called out. You already know. So really don't care, but they're gonna call you out. So yeah, Pacers look good, man. I think Pacers might be headed to the NBA Finals.
You know what? Ever since I was a kid, when Reggie Miller, you know, pushed Greg Anthony down. You remember he pushed that nigga down and shot the three, and then all that. Ever since then, I felt like, bro, that the franchise deserves a chip, bro. Like they've been. Have you ever been to Indiana? I mean, losing
Naptown,
town, huh?
Naptown.
I mean, Naptown is first of all, Naptown's popping. Shout out, boy. Hey, don't you do that. H Town, Naptown. You better.
Did you compare Houston to Indy?
I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you said H Town, Naptown.
Naptown. Now I'm saying like they get down in Naptown, bro. Stop playing.
I went there. I was not impressed.
You,
I
you,
was
you
some good shrimp cocktail, that spicy shrimp cocktail. That's about it.
so I'm just saying that history's
I have to
rich.
say what?
I'm saying all this to say that Indiana is deserving, and they've been a franchise. Hey, Rick Carlisle is a low key, underrated, good coach.
Right.
Not,
Dallas should have never let him go.
huh?
Think Dallas should have never let him go.
I mean, they got their kid. They got their kid.
I
No
think.
pun intended.
Speaking of getting their kid, let's move on.
Whoa!
Let's move on.
Whoa!
Man, is it
Bruh.
rigged? Let's
Hey,
just get right to it. Is it rigged?
don't say that word. Don't say that word.
Was a deal made?
Okay, you want to hear something? I, there is a meme that's going around that has every LA trade become a number one pick for the people that did it. I want to say it was Chris Paul first. Yeah. New Orleans got Anthony Davis. They got Anthony Davis out the deal. Then it was Anthony Davis going to LA for Zion Williamson. Then they got it again. So New Orleans did it twice from the Riggery. Is it Riggery? Can I say Riggery? Riggers? Are they some riggers? Bunch of riggers. Listen, all right, bro. So again, I'm just saying,
Side of this riggerdom.
riggerdom. The riggerdom is real.
Riggerdom. Don't think we can't notice the riggerdom.
Bro, so
Recognize the riggerdom.
man, rigonometry.
Right.
So I mean,
Strong
and then
riggerdom.
and then it was
Strong
hold
riggerdom.
on, hold on. To add to the rigodom, it was Luca to LA. And now Dallas is getting
And here's the other thing: nobody even had a chance at that trade.
1.8%.
A backroom deal. No, I'm saying nobody had a chance at Luca.
Nah, except for the Lakers. I know.
That's what I'm saying.
They didn't even offer it to anyone else. Hey,
Just like the NBA didn't offer their first pick to anyone else.
you're good,
Nobody
you.
else had a chance.
Hey, bro. That's why they smile in my face, and the whole time they want to take my place, bro. That is, hey. I mean, but you know what? What can you say and do though? Like for real.
Nothing. I mean, but we know. Silver, we know.
We got our eye on you, you Doctor Evil looking cat. Hey, you can't tell me. You can't tell me. Yeah, you can't tell me that dude lacks iron. He don't lack iron. He lacks iron. I can tell just by the diagnosis of him and his skin pigment. He lacks iron.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's how they really do.
Hey, I'm not a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, bro.
Yeah, man. So he just got all the character traits of a rigger. And we see it.
Look at
So,
all these rigs.
you know what? It's been claims of the NBA rigging the lottery for years, back down to remember the frozen envelopes, all of that. So I mean, it is
Let
what
them
it
have it.
is.
Let them have it.
I mean, that's I just hate that they had to happen in my division, man. Look at the division, man.
Wild, wild west, boy.
Look at the division. We got
Listen. I'm gonna tell you something. You ready for this? This is the debate that I think you and a lot of cats and everybody talked about. So you got the number one pick, Nico Sacho. Tell me what you do. I mean, they said that they're gonna keep him. You were speaking on getting a guy that was a Greek freak. Talk to
so.
the people. Talk to the people. Make that make sense for them.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for Nico to do anything but sit down and accept what he's given. That's what makes the most sense for Nico. But
For Nico,
when we were talking, I was playing devil's advocate and telling you why someone could rationalize why he would trade out of it. But
I mean,
the best thing for him to do is take what the NBA gave him.
let me explain something to you. There's one guy in this entire world that has no room for rationalizing. He's on the national rationalized list. The most wanted boy. Hey, listen, that dude was.
Or he's just accepting his payment for a job well done. He sent Luka to LA like he was supposed to.
That's
So
the rigor.
we're going to give you, a flag.
I mean, but I just want to say this though. If they don't go out and get some ball handlers and some real guards,
right? They can't just leave it at that, because then he'll be the guy that you traded away Luka, and then you had a generational talent land in your lap, and you did nothing with it.
you fumble. And look, last time I checked,
I think it's a bigger chance of that than anything else.
Yeah. And last time I checked, how old is Mr. Irvin?
He up there.
Like 32, 33, something like that.
Yeah, he suffered an Achilles injury. It's no guarantee that we will see him next season anyway.
Anywho.
So,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just trying to tell you, this guy, I'm putting on my GM cap. Go out there and get every playmaking, athletic, scoring guard because you have defenders. You got defense.
if they smart, they trade PJ, because you know what? PJ will keep Cooper Flag off the floor. So you better clear the way for him. So trade him to get those backcourt players, because PJ will keep Cooper Flag off the floor. I'm gonna tell you right now, PJ will be better than an 18-year-old Cooper Flag.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that as far as in the first season or two.
Yeah, so they better trade him. They need. You just said they need backcourt. They
but
need
hold on.
backcourt talent. And how are they going to get it?
But PJ's on a really good deal. One.
That makes him more appealing for a trade, because he's on a really good deal. You have to
keep guys that are on a good deal
something.
money wise.
Huh?
You want to keep guys on a good deal that's money wise, bro.
You would like to, but that makes him more valuable because he's good money wise. As for if you trade him, they better. I'm telling you, he will keep Cooper Flag off the floor. They got to get him out of there, and they need backcourt talent. Well, and so you use him to get backcourt talent, and now you put Cooper Flag on the floor.
But you're not considering PJ or Cooper being like the most legit 6-man that's in the league, though.
How you gonna get the backcourt players? How you gonna acquire them?
Marshall's there.
You just said they better get some backcourt players. They better get some ball handlers. They better do that. How they gonna do it?
Free agency.
Nobody wants to go there, dude.
You don't think that's an attractive place now?
Did you see Cooper Flag's face when Dallas got the pick?
He said he was shocked.
Come on, dog. Of course he's gonna say that. He's stuck there now.
We gonna listen. We gonna say
you want to go to the team that traded away Luka?
hey,
you want to go there?
The Browns, they act like that it was like, they gave an excuse about not being excited for Shedeur, so I'm gonna give the same thing for Coop.
I'm just saying, if you believe that Dallas is now a destination, you a fool.
I mean,
nobody want to go there.
The tax. The tax down in Texas is attractive.
Nobody wants to play for that organization.
You saying that, so that's on wax. We'll see.
Okay. Like I said, they need to use the assets they have and acquire players through trade.
There ain't nothing wrong with getting nothing for PJ.
What free agent did they sign that was good?
You said when now?
What free agent have they signed?
Within the last what? Outside of Clay, you talking about Clay and Marshall? That's really all they've gotten over the last year, forward and guard wise.
Yeah, and now they got Nico.
And
be better now that Nico is the GM. He increases their chances of getting free agents.
Christie, they got with the Lakers. They got a few young guys, but they don't have guards and playmakers. They got to get guards and playmakers.
I'm just saying it's going to be hard for them to bring people in, so they need to use PJ to get somebody. Because don't think they're going to solve that through free agency. That's all.
And they may well do that, but they may not have to get rid of him. They can maybe get rid of Gafford and keep Lively, and then get a serviceable center and not get rid of PJ. PJ doesn't have to be the answer. They can get something out of Lively, and they can get something out of Gafford. Because both of those guys.
Find a way to play them both. Just saying that because he's better. PJ is better than Cooper Flag.
Well, we're having Anthony Davis now. Gafford or Lively is more expendable, not PJ. That's what I'm saying. I think you want to maybe keep PJ and get rid of one of those bigs. I'm not saying that you're wrong about a trade, but I just don't think that you want to get rid of PJ, bro.
Right. I'm just saying if they don't, they need to be prepared for Cooper Flag not play or come up with a way to put them both on the floor.
But regardless of it,
if they have to choose between the two, it's gonna be problems.
But the outlook on him, whether it's the next year or moving forward, is yes, you need playmakers around him. And I just think what they have nucleus wise, he's not gonna be rushed to be the man. I just think that every star that's came into this league that's been like a rookie has not had the fortunacy of having what he has so far.
Right.
I mean, you literally have Hall of Famers on your team that are considered still in their prime. Anthony Davis is like he's at the end of his prime, but he's in his prime. He's a franchise face, right? At this point.
Right.
And so you're going behind him and you're going behind a good legit defense. Like you said, PJ's expendable. But then Kyrie, we've known what he's done. Once he gets healthy, that veteran
play. I mean, yeah, I get it. I got it. Guys have been there, battle tested. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Bring them up right. That's great. Yes, absolutely. I agree. If you can keep on this time, if you can keep his, are you okay with the timeline of him sitting and all of that? Or if you're a weak GM that's going to put pressure on the coach and everybody to get Cooper Flag out there and get in the most minutes because you're trying to put butts in the seats and you want people
right.
If that's the case, you're going to fumble.
You're going to fumble.
And I think that's more likely.
You better set that kid up for failure with the pay wise and the transition wise. Don't worry about the seats. The seats will take care of itself. They're going to be filled.
Right. But I think he's gonna be in a rush to say, "Hey, look at me. Look, see, it's okay. I know I traded away Luca, but
I got flagged.
look at this. Look at the new toy I brought us."
Yeah. He seems like a real class act, Nico.
I mean,
Like,
the way they were celebrating, like they did something.
I know.
You got lucky.
We got lucky.
Or
Like
no, maybe not. Maybe it's just the payment for the deed you did.
riggers.
Yeah, we know how those riggers do.
Can't live with them, can't live without them.
But yeah, man. And then we got San Antonio get Harper. I mean, more than likely, we know, Man, look at the talent in Texas, baby.
You mean to tell me that Houston, the number 2 seed, you mean to tell me, and they got the 10th pick? What? Hey, you know what? Let's push okay, San Antonio, boom, Castle, Fox, number 10 pick, right? Oh no, excuse me, number 2 pick. They got
Yeah,
number 2,
number 2 pick.
and they got the number
They have 2 and 14.
2 and 14. Don't
Mm-hmm.
forget. So, what the debate? What we doing? We talking about them, or we on them beloved Rockets? Because
I feel like San Antonio is in the best place to pull a stunt in.
that's what I'm saying. Hold on, to get a what? Second and the 10th for him. Jeez, I gotta hear this.
14.
14th in the second. You would give that up for the Greek Freak?
I mean, basically, so who would we get with the second? We would get Harper. If I'm San Antonio, I can get Harper with the second, and the 14th. I'm thinking, what you get it like a cat like Queen. I mean, trying to think.
Possibly. You could get Queen's in that range. You could get somebody like him, the center from Duke.
He's going way before 14.
The center from Duke.
Yeah, he gonna be a top 10 pick for sure.
It depends.
That's what I tell you.
Okay, listen. Me personally, I'm getting young talent on young money because I gotta pay Fox and I gotta pay Wemby, so I'm taking them young fools, and I'm eating off of that and seeing what we can do in the young Wild West. Because I'm looking at OKC, and I'm looking at all these squads, and they got little money on.
You gotta feel like it's wide open though. You gotta feel like it's anybody's game right now. You gotta feel like every team that actually making moves gotta feel like they got a legitimate chance to win the West. Because there's no clear dominance.
Absolutely. I agree, bro. I mean,
so in that case, fortune favors the bold, and the team that's willing to get out there and make a big move, you got to feel like, hey, let me do it. Let me go ahead and take it now.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that's what you was mentioning about the window you have, right? Yeah. And again, it depends on what kind of stability you have as a GM.
As a GM, right? In San Antonio, you got to feel like you got a house. You playing with house money, so you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you can have. I mean, they can't really miss, bro.
Shout out to De'Aaron Fox.
They can't really miss. The worst thing that happened to them is that Pop stepped down. But other than that, man, they got everything going for them, man.
Hey, Paulie, it was time for the Godfather to step down, respectfully.
Yeah, I mean, yes, absolutely, but not because of anything that having to do with his talent or his performance. It was just his health.
Yeah, and age.
His health, right?
His age and culture. Like at this point, San Antonio, though, respectfully, with what they got and what they trying to do, and Tim Duncan, Ginobili, and Kawhi them and all them, they ain't walking through that door no more. You got Wemby, Fox. You got like stretch fives, the kid from Baylor. You got rookie of the year Castle. Get funky with it. Get young. Get culture. Like make San Antonio great again, but not in the level that was under Popovich, bro. Okay, I'm gonna give you a prime example. Popovich remind me of Belichick, Patriots. That San Antonio and the New England Patriots, they mirror of each other. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of fun.
What did both of them do?
Not
The
a hold
Patriots
on.
went and
Not, a
got
lot of success and a lot
a
of championships.
Belichick disciple, just like the Spurs got a Popovich disciple. So it's going to be a lot of the same.
However, you got Mike Vrabel now, who's a disciple of Belichick, but he
Right.
comes with a different flavor, and he's got more youth, and he's got more understanding. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that said, those guys like that have been there a long time, you got to let that new thing come through. I don't know who the new Spurs guy is. I'm not referred to him, but I hope he has Popovich principles, but he comes with his new flavor to do with the new culture.
But I would say that Popovich was probably out of all the NBA coaches, he was probably one of the ones that was getting with the new flavor, with the new culture more than anybody.
He was loved by his players and the culture,
And
but I'm not.
everybody will tell you they like he understood. He got
He
that.
was
He
he
talked to
cared
them. He
about you.
treated people like people, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you young
Kenyon
cats.
Martin spoke highly on him.
Yeah, he was not. You could say you compare Popovich and Belichick, but they're two very different approaches.
I'm not
Very different.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about as far as their success and their tendency to stand with the coach too long to where you don't want to miss the youth coming in and taking over. I feel like the Patriots did that too long with Belichick, and that with Popovich, per health and per age, now it's time. I'm not saying they did it too long. I'm saying it is time for, like, yeah.
I believe Belichick fell off because he started because he started messing with them young chicks.
Them
So
young girls.
then he got Shannon Sharp caught up.
Hey, and they saying there's a big chance that he might not even coach one game at North Carolina due to the stress he's going through right now with them young puppies.
Mm.
Hey, that's what. Hey, didn't they catch Kraft in the Yeah, I mean, that's how they do, man. That's the New England way. But hey, let's move forward. We already I said Pacers is my sleeper, but any team that's playing their bench and are active are alive. Timberwolves, OKC, Nuggets, we yet to remain. Like I said, Pacers. So I could see them knocking down the Knicks, or respectively Celtics, since they got a little lack of breath left. But again, we're gonna cooked. Yeah. But hey, man, I see you in your H-Town gear. Let's go ahead. This is the brink of the NFL season as far as optimism. Hey, it's hashtag optimism today.
Hey,
March, and then the draft is in April. I mean, that's.
but yeah, man, schedule release was interesting.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm sure you don't. Considering the Philadelphia Eagles, per Fox Sports, have the fourth most difficult schedule in the NFL, following only the Giants, the Bears, and the Lions.
There's a meme out with Dave Chappelle where he's being Charlie Murphy, and he's like, "Come on, come on, come on, hey dog, I'm gonna explain something to you." Patrick wore this cap well. Tommy Brady wore this cap well. I mean, bro, if you gonna be the best and you gonna be like what you gonna be, Jalen and Philly, you gonna have the hardest. People gonna come for you, and it is what it is. Like it's either attainable or sustainable, or you was just a 1-year wonder. I don't think a team that went to the Super Bowl 2 out of the 3 years is a one-hit wonder. And on top of that, when you look at the players that are signed from the line on both sides, per rookies, per the skill positions, how many teams in the NFL can say they have their quarterback, their top 2 wide receivers, which are top 15 wide receivers, 10 to 15 wide receivers, their tight end, and their running back all in 1 year under over 2 to 3 years under guaranteed contracts. Everybody's happy. Everybody is bought in.
Yeah.
And so all you got to do is just,
Get
I
some
mean,
D
come on,
line
bro.
depth.
Like,
All you gotta do is get some D line depth. And you'll be all right.
I mean, we got that. We got that. We fine. We fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that, sweetheart. Don't worry about that. It's
Right.
just, yeah. Don't worry about it,
Remember Dave
sweetheart.
Chappelle got his legs beat up too. Remember that? They beat the out his legs.
Yeah.
So
But they all, hey, but guess what?
watch yourself.
Them ninjas also got a new couch.
Watch yourself.
Get a new couch.
Just saying, watch yourself.
Hey, man. So,
But yeah, man, let's dig into that schedule, man. While we talking about it, man. Let's dig into the schedule. We got that's your team, man. So I'm gonna give you get to be the fan. You get to be the
hey,
fan right here. It's your team. We're gonna take a dive in and see what the NFL did. All right.
first of all, let me go on my feelings before I spit some facts. The feelings that I have upon this is just like, y'all try to, I mean, like, I get being a Super Bowl champion, so it's part of the territory, but dog.
Let's start from week one, man. Week one. We're gonna look at it all. Dallas Cowboys at the link. First game of the season, Thursday night. What are your thoughts on that one?
That's typically not the first game of the year as a champion to play a division rival. So I just think automatically they wanted whoever configured this. They was like, okay, it was not like it was just a entertaining Detroit, Green Bay, Tampa Bay. I would have figured they would have did that. They go for the Cowboys, who have sit up there and watched all the success we've made and done all year and all summer. Dak's coming off injury. I mean, it's a lot of question marks.
I gotta stop you, man. I gotta stop you. I asked you about playing the Cowboys on Thursday night, first game of the season, and you said as a Super Bowl champ that they shouldn't have started you out like that. Do you remember what Kansas City started out with last year on a Thursday night?
Lamar. The year before, it was the
That's a
Detroit,
lot.
and they beat them.
That's a lot more difficult than Dak. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. So I feel like y'all. I
Are they
mean,
in our?
is already set.
He's in our division, though. You can took the 49ers. Give us the
A
49ers.
lot of teams just start the season in the division, man.
I would have wanted to beat up on the 49ers the first game.
Well, you got the Cowboys. Is that a dub? Are you penciling it in? Okay. Then you're gonna go on the road to the Chiefs. How you feel about that one? Arrowhead.
It's a
Afternoon
tough
game.
one. It's a tough one. I have to see what the Chiefs look like offensive line / defensive line wise, because I feel like we beat them on both sides.
I mean, I feel like this is a good opportunity the first couple of weeks to establish your defensive line depth. Just because the Cowboys are rebuilding their offensive line,
Yeah.
Chiefs want to address some offensive line issues, so they got some time to grow up and grow into that.
If we gonna be tough on the defensive line, it should show early, right? It
We'll
should
see.
show early. But I mean, and then the third game is against the team that we beat to go to the NFC Championship. I mean, dude, you can go 2-1, you can go 3-0, but you can't go 1-2, and you can't go 0-3, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So I say 2-1 on a
I can see 2-1.
2-1.
And you play two games at the link, one game on the road against
Absolutely.
a team that you embarrassed in the Super Bowl. Obviously, they're going to be real. They're going to come up. They're going to get up for that game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see that. Then you play Tampa.
We owe them one. Where we played them at?
On the road.
And they beat us the last 2 times on the road in the regular season and a playoff game. That's the game that I'm intrigued about. If we play well and beat them, then they'll let me know that we still hungry. Because they've owned us the last 2 years in a way. Wide receiver wise, if Godwin, Chris Godwin can come back healthy, and that young guy from Ohio State can be something. McMillan came along. Evans should be rested. On paper, it's like a top 3 to 5 wide receiver core in the NFL, bro.
Yep.
Top 3 to 5, easy.
Yep. Okay.
But again, the schedule's pretty tough, but I see us, winning 12, 13 games.
Okay. I mean, I'm looking. You got Denver. Fortunately, you play them at home. You got the Giants. Minnesota on the road. That's a tough one, man. I'm a tough one. I'm thinking JJ gonna do probably as good as Darnold did. So I mean,
What?
Minnesota got a good team.
Excuse me. Rewind that. You think that JJ, who ain't played a lick of NFL football, is gonna do what Darnold just did?
I don't give Darnold much credit for what happened. I feel like that's the Minnesota Vikings. I feel like they could have inserted a lot of different quarterbacks there. I've seen more from Darnold to let me believe that his true colors are not in winning those games. That his true colors are taking L's like he been doing, like he did at the end of the season. I believe that you could insert a lot of different quarterbacks there. I believe that they could have drafted a guy this year and they could have started and did that as well.
Okay. Hey,
The quarterback that fell to with the 5th round that could have came in there and led them. Just saying.
Speaking of that, it's quite interesting that they didn't want Aaron Rodgers to come in there one more year with that talent. I think that would have been something that I would have maybe looked at, but that shows me how high they are on him.
On JJ? Yeah, I mean, I believe he's a winner. I think it's gonna take a little while for him to come into his own. If he does, I was never sold on him, but I just know that he's in a situation where you ain't got to do much. Just don't mess it up.
Yeah. I mean, he's athletic. He's not quote unquote a runner. He's a scrambler. And he's big. He's got a big arm, but I don't see the accuracy within his time at Michigan. They ran it a lot. I don't know his game. As far as reading defenses, I just ain't seen enough of him. So that's why I was trying to, because as much as we can say about Donald, his success was built on his failure and his experience. He's seen a lot. Matter of fact, he's seen ghosts. You remember?
Yeah.
He said he saw ghosts out there. So he has seen a lot more than JJ. And even though Jefferson and Addison and Hawkinson and the team was well orchestrated offensively, I don't know if it's just that easy to come in there and do that. I think that Sam Darnold was in a good fit. They may not should have let him go for what they let him go. He had it, and then the thing is, it's like you had a bad playoff game.
They know that they protected him. They know they kept him safe. They know they hid his ass. And so if you know you hid him, then you're happy to let him go. Hey, go, because we hid you.
Yeah, get rid of him.
We hid you.
Get rid of him.
Yes, bro, they hid him. Tell him, man.
Yeah.
When it came down to it. I saw that last game they played against the Lions. I was like, oh, they're going to go to the playoffs and get destroyed.
And then they went to the playoffs and got destroyed.
I called it. Remember that?
Yeah.
I said, I was like, oh, no.
They done.
They're done.
Hey, you don't look like that for the game to get home field advantage over the whole NFC.
Yeah, you just heat him up. He can't throw the ball. At least JJ got some shit in his neck. Yeah. I feel like he got the little Baker in him. Like he crazy enough to think he could do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I feel, man. Donald is scared.
Yeah.
He see dead people.
Well, hey, he's gonna be sleepless in Seattle now, though, baby boy.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got Cooper Cup and the Jackson and Bigwood cat, and then who else?
There you go. There you go.
He's got two rookies, Arroyo from Miami and the Horton kid from Colorado State. Hey, it's not enough. It's not enough. They're gonna have to run the ball well, and that defense is gonna have to be chirping.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nah, man, I'm good on my Eagles, man. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Hey, what I
Looking
did notice about the Eagles, man, that second half of the season, so week 10 through 18,
Yeah,
how many road games you think you got there?
about 5. I seen that.
That's tough.
But they getting our home games in early, so we'll win them early and learn.
One of the toughest second halves in the league, bro.
Yeah.
You got at Green Bay, home versus the Lions, at Dallas, home versus the Bears, at the Chargers, home versus the Raiders, at the Commanders, at the Bills, home versus Commanders.
We play at the Bills?
Yes. In December, late December.
I want to go on the record and say we probably lose that game.
No balls, everything.
The Bills it'll probably be snowing and everything too.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I really
it'll be snowing in Washington too when y'all play them.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We got a new offensive coordinator, but he's been around the team and the organization. So as long as he stays with the principles and just adjust to Jalen, I think we'll be fine. But I think it's just gonna take time to do that. I think our defense, however, we lost a lot, but we have the same defensive coordinator, but we got a lot of new young pieces that's questionable, but they're also like potential. So it's a lot going on within us. We're gonna see because we went from the 30 to 29th worst defense, bro, to the first defense, the best defense in 1 year. And we got the same coordinator, but we're losing people. So it's going to be interesting to see. But I tell you one thing that's going to take place: the Jalen Carter kid will be the next Aaron McDonald. He might be better than him. Ooh. Yeah, straight like that. Hey, enough about them champions because it's lonely on top. I need a dang nabbit blanket. Let's go down where it's a little warmer with them Texans, where it's hotter and they swerving and they talk about them. I like that North Carolina blue look. You know the Houston oil look like, and
There ain't no Carolina. That's H-Town blue. That's
man, that's
Lebanon
Carolina blue. I'm a Kentucky guy.
blue. Different. It's Columbia blue, bro.
Columbia blue.
That's a whole different blue.
Okay.
This blue was made for Houston.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't disrespect our blue, dog.
I did nothing.
You disrespecting the blue, dog.
I did nothing.
Hey, listen. You don't fast forward. I got to get your prediction. I got to get you on wax. Over or under is 11.5 games. Over or under the Eagles this year. 11.5 games. Over or under, sir?
Over.
Over 11.5. Okay. 12 or more.
I said 12. I told you 12.
Okay. I'm gonna do specific.
You ain't gonna get me to backpedal.
Okay.
All right. So
yeah,
again, man, when I swerve, that means we on Texans, man. We come on, man. Like we got the fifth wheel.
You're sitting sideways.
Sitting
all
sideways,
the way to
bro. Come on, D'Amico.
So far, September 7th. Afternoon. I believe we are 2.5 point underdogs on that. I'm gonna give us the win.
Yeah.
Go on the road to win. Next week we got Tampa at home. Monday night football. Last time Tampa came to Houston.
It was a shootout.
Went down to the wire. CJ pulled it out. It was nice.
Rookie year.
Yep. We'll take that. I'll take that one as a dub as well. On the road to Jacksonville. I
Y'all
think
always lose there. I mean, y'all always win there, right?
I was about to say, hold up, don't disrespect. It's like the blue dog. You don't
They
disrespect that.
they always beat y'all once a year though.
No, they don't always beat us once a year. We swept them a lot of times. Don't do that.
I don't know, bro. We gotta maybe
It's the
look
time
at.
that you're thinking about.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I knew it was one of them
not
teams,
the,
but bro, y'all got two
yeah.
divisional games back to back with the week 3 and 4, and
That's
then
good.
you go at Baltimore, so they're giving you some cushion.
That's good. That's good. I'm saying, yeah. Jacksonville. Then we home against Tennessee. I feel
Hold
like we
on,
gotta win those.
stop. Let's pause. With week 1 through 4, leading up to at Baltimore, 4 games into the season, playing 2 divisional teams before it, and playing 2 reputable playoff teams in the NFC. Game 5 is gonna tell me where y'all at, bro. Game 5 is gonna tell me where y'all at to set the tone for y'all, because the Ravens destroyed y'all on Christmas last year, and they have beat y'all in the playoffs the year before.
Mm.
So that's gonna let me know as an organization and as a fan, like where we're at after or during week 5. So let's put a stamp on in a little reminder about week 5 and how we move forward. Because I'm gonna tell you another reason why it's so important, because the bye week is the next week.
So I look at it a little differently. I look at it as I'm looking at these first 4 games. That okay, we want to come out of these first 4 games 4-0 at the bare minimum 3-1.
Jesus.
At the bare minimum 3-1.
Jesus.
Right,
Excuse
and
me?
so, because then I know that we're gonna have on the road Baltimore, which is a tough team. I haven't seen enough from both of those teams. I haven't seen from the Texans or from Baltimore to give us that win. I haven't seen enough at this point. So I cannot give us that win. So I'm saying we're going on the road to Baltimore, bye, and on the road to Seattle. And so I look at that after that on the road to Seattle, I look at that as another section that those 2 road games that sandwich our bye week. We can lose that game versus Baltimore, but we have to win that game in Seattle, coming off a bye on the road. So that could put us at 5-1 going into week 8.
And then you play a NFC West opponent in San Francisco in week 8 after that.
Right. And so then I look at those as a pair of games because then we have those pair of home games, San Francisco, Denver. And those are both teams that are great tests, right? Denver being a playoff team, San Francisco being a team that's not too far removed from being great. They had a lot of injuries, so different, a little bit of a different team. But here's the thing that's an intriguing about that matchup is the defensive coordinators. Robert Saleh, and D'Amico is came up under the tutelage of Saleh, and last time they played, Saleh got the dub. Last couple of times they played, Saleh has gotten a dub. So that's going to be intriguing to me. Out of those 2 games, we have to win one.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We have to
That
at least one.
Denver is no chump, and they're a playoff team. They're equal as far as having a young quarterback and a young, their defense.
Solid defense. That might be a 10-9 game. I
That's
mean,
hey,
that's
that's
two
hey.
good
Well, guess
defenses
what?
going after each other.
Guess what? You'll be there to see it because it's at Houston, brother.
Oh yeah,
And then you build some momentum. Another thing after the bye that's huge for you after week 6 is if you beat Seattle, then you got San Francisco at home, Denver at home, Jacksonville at
Jacksonville.
home.
Three
3
games.
games in
Three.
a row after.
And so that's you got to win 2 of those 3.
Right.
2 of those 3 at least. If you win all 3, hey, you playing with house money. But you got to
House money.
win 2 of those 3.
Then you go to the number 1 pick a team that has lacked in talent at Tennessee, Week 11, should get that. And then on prime time Thursday, 11:20, you play the Buffalo Bills at home.
We play at the Colts. And that could be scary. And the reason why I say that is we always find a way to blow it against the Colts in a game that we should win. And so I don't know if Anthony Richardson will be started or we'll have Daniel Jones or what's gonna happen.
I will say this: regardless of the Bills game, you're playing on a Thursday night. You get 10 days to rest. You're playing them, that way. I feel like that's an advantage for y'all to rest, and so I feel like y'all win that. But then the next week, and you have to win at Colts because you play at Kansas City the next week, and that's a game that's going to be hard in Week 14. So again,
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you. Last 2 times we played the Chiefs, I felt like we could have won.
Absolutely.
And I feel like the areas where we needed to address to beat them, I feel like we did.
Yeah.
I feel like we did. I feel like we've upgraded in that sense. I think when we were making these offseason moves, I feel like that was something that was in their mind. Like that last loss that they had stayed firm in their mind.
Oh, you think they went and got a wide receiver the first round, and then they double biked and went and got one in the third?
But beyond that, look at what we did defensively. Remember that it was at the down the stretch. It was like who is going to defend Kelsey? Who's going to stop him? And they found a mismatch and just exploited that. I think we went and we got picked up linebackers. We got safety. Like we said, you're not finna just hit us over the middle like that.
Y'all went and stole my little firecracker, little Gardner Johnson is what y'all did.
Right. And then, I mean, Petrie's healthy now. Like, I just feel like it's a different team. So, yes, it's tough to go on the road in Kansas City and win. I know that. I don't look at them as like I'm scared to. Actually, I feel more confident about going into Kansas City and winning than I do Baltimore.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Again, y'all can go in there and win that. It's a Sunday night game too. So the world's going to be watching. That's going to be an intriguing game. Arizona at home, that should be a good game. I feel like Kyler is a weapon away or two from being explosive.
It's the end of the season. I feel like Kyler, he may or may not even be on the field.
Oh wow, I don't want to hear that. He's on my dynasty football team. All right, Arizona Cardinals are missing a wide receiver away from being a threat. I think Marvin's not enough, and they don't have enough around receiving core wise. McBride's a good tight end. I could see your defense giving Kyler a lot of hell, but he's from Houston. He's from Texas, so I can see him trying to come here and get that win. Vegas should be an easy win. Should beat them at home, Week 16, and then you at the Chargers where you pummeled them for the playoffs. They're gonna be mad at you. You might lose that game.
Yeah, they're trying to get their get back. Hopefully, we don't even need that game at that point. But
yeah. Oh yeah, no, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it not for divisional, but for seeding.
For seeding.
Yeah, and then last but not least, you have the Colts again at home.
At home,
and you were supposed to take care of them off the bye, so they're going to be upset to beat you. Who knows who's the quarterback?
They might have packed it up by then.
You never know.
You never know.
So we're literally May the 14th making these predictions. What did that give y'all? 13 wins?
No.
14?
Over under is 9.5.
I know, but you gave them Satchmo.
Oh, what did I give? What did I give? I think I gave 12.
Okay, yeah. So we're both at 12. Yeah. For our teams. They got us a little under. We both going up. You're going up 3 games. I'm just going up 1. I would love for Eagle Houston Super Bowl. That would be phenomenal.
That would be nice.
That would be 2 young African American quarterbacks that are very respectable, great in their communities, that represent football and represent life well. So that would be interesting. But I don't know if I could live those 364 days in Houston, knowing that my team lost to where I live at. I'll probably go to jail every other week. Like straight up.
Oh man, we got a long way till that happens. But it's hey, at this point, it's a possibility. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. Anything else could happen. I think that their over under was 7.5. They got 8 wins in them easy, right? They got you know.
So you're not high on Pickens and him and CeeDee Lamb just having a fairy tale season. Give me a stat line. Give me Pickens' stat line.
I can't call it, man. I don't know if he finishes the season with them, bro.
I'm gonna give him 70 catches, 900 yards, and like 7 touchdowns.
That's a success then. That's a success. If he does that, that's a success.
I think he'll be a nice Robin to Batman, and I think there'll be games where he'll win a game or two and feel successful. He'll do well enough for someone to not want to pay him, but for someone to like court him and try to like bring him in and be a.
If Mike Tomlin didn't want him, bro, I gotta. If Mike Tomlin like I can't do nothing with him.
Well, that or is it a business and you can't pay him and DK?
They had him before DK. If he was that good, they would have just paid him.
True. I don't think it's about him. I don't think it's about him being good, Satch. I think it's about him mentally / emotionally intact, and that's yet to remain. Because if you do it with one organization, that's one thing. If you do it with another, and you do a lot, crying or wide receiver deviant. Because some call it as he's
hard to play your draws in Pittsburgh, bro. It's hard. It's hard to mess up in Pittsburgh, and if you do, that says a lot.
Straight up. I got you. Well, running back room: Miles Sanders, Javonte Williams, Blue from Texas. Is that enough? Is that legit?
It's not enough.
It's not enough. Okay.
We'll see what they roll out with, man.
Well, man, look, man, we got a lot of coverage in the NFL. We got people snipping at the bit to get on here and talk about their teams, fans, facts, and feelings. And what you see is what you get. Me and my boy, we bringing it to you live. We trying to be consistent. You got something you want to say, you want to do, we ready for you.
Right. And you come on here talking about your team. You better be ready, be organized, have notes, all of that. Don't come up here not knowing what you're talking about, because I'm gonna tell you, we know a little bit. So we don't let us have more knowledge about your team than you do.
Cause you gonna look silly. So don't do it. Don't.
We're not editing it out
at all. We don't edit. We don't edit.
Not ourselves. We're not editing out you.
Exactly. Absolutely. This is 100%, bro.
Yeah, you're getting it all real. So
yes, sir.
I don't have to scare you. I just want you to be prepared, man. I want to feature you in your best light.
Absolutely. Yeah, look forward to it. All we'll be doing is covering the playoffs, the NBA draft, and my guys' baby, the training camp and NFL season heading on in. Fantasy football, all that good stuff. But
football, you know what I mean? I'm the GM coach too. You know, if you need a little help on the side, you know what I mean, small fee, I got y'all. Pointers and tips for you if you need them. I know some sleepers, some of those people, but yeah, you might have to subscribe to my Patreon or something for that.
Hey, and with that said,
win your league free.
With that said, a omen right here. I'm not wishing lack of success for Higgins, but as I recall covering the draft and wide receivers, I heard more about the Noel kid in the slot than Higgins. And I'm not saying anything before anything happens, but I wouldn't be surprised if the 3rd round kid outplays the 1st round kid.
I believe that that's not a bad problem to have, but I believe that he may be a beneficiary of some good matchups.
And injuries. Tank is not healthy. Kirk is coming off one. They need a legit slot, and he's that. And so that could be also an opportunity due to the lack of positioning at that position. He's somebody that I've looked at, and it's just came across. I remember people talking about him out of Iowa State, not Higgins. And so that's something for the Texas faithful to take a look at and to pay attention to, because CJ loves that slot. Like, he's always liked it. Ohio State. That's why Smith and Bigwood, that was his guy there. Like, CJ loves a slot. So
I wish we could upgrade in tight end. I don't really like where we at there. But other than that, man, I feel pretty good about our squad, man. Overall, I feel pretty good, man.
straight up. Straight up.
All right, man. Till next week. I'll see y'all. Thanks
We
for watching.
out. One love.